I learned? Maybe what I've learned is that if I ever have to go seeking my heart's desire and I have to go looking further than my own backyard, maybe I never lost it to begin with. Is that right? Is that right? I've been hearing Dorothy say that for years now. The whole time growing up, every single Thanksgiving, they played the Wizard of Oz, and Dorothy said those words of wisdom at the end, and it was like, oh, everything was wonderful now. But those words of wisdom didn't quite sit right. Basically, what Dorothy's been saying for the past 80 years is don't leave your house, don't explore the world, don't travel, don't look for different perspectives, don't seek new horizons, don't go away from your home to, fulfill your potential and your dreams and everything, which isn't really good advice. It's kind of like bad advice, except for finally in 2020, this year, it doesn't sound like such bad advice. So basically she's saying just stay home, be thankful for what you have, appreciate what's here, and don't go anywhere. So in that spirit, today's Thanksgiving episode, I'm going to express my thanks for all the good things that happened during COVID. Lots of bad stuff happened, but we can pretend like we can talk about that later. The good things, one of the best things that happened during COVID was living figuratively. Because of the COVID lockdowns, because my show got locked down at the Zanesville Museum of Art back in February, I started doing Living Figuratively. And Living Figuratively has been such a success and such a fun thing for me, and I have to thank you. It's because of you, viewers like you. Thank you to all the people that tune in every week and write on the comments and say, hey Judy, great work, all this wonderful stuff. Thank you to the ones that watch just silently or skip on through and watch it a little bit. Thank you to the ones that watch it later or when you feel like it, or maybe binge watch it, go back and watch a couple episodes. Thank you especially to the ones who have actually bought books, giclées, and paintings, either mine or the art of the artist that I featured for my collection, and that has happened too. You are exactly the reason why Living Figuratively exists. Living Figuratively is doing its job when that kind of stuff happens. I want to let everybody know that I've been paying forward way more than I've been taking in as far as helping the struggling art community, whether it's a mystery check to a model that has been out of work, whether it's buying artwork, whether it's helping buy artwork that another artist has done as a fundraiser to help other people. It's like there's so much love, and there's so much everybody's trying to help everybody else. It really is a great example of art karma. So thank you to the wonderful viewers. I would be totally remiss if I did not also express my thanks to my wonderful son, Mark, who right now is behind the camera. He has been my cinematographer for all 35 episodes of Living Figuratively. And as long as he's here on Thursdays, we're going to keep going until, we can't do it anymore. And he's done an amazing job, because there's, we've had internet glitches, we've had nipple police, we've had all kinds of things like that. And the whole thing is very tricky because it's one iPhone that's just a continuous shot. So there's no stopping and starting and doing it over. It's just boom. And so thank you, Mark. I love you. You have been doing an awesome job. I also have to thank my other son, Eric, who is on tech support, social media, and also he is my George Steinbrenner, my Binny, my Maris, my Lilith, my Carlton the doorman, the one that hands things to me when necessary for the different effects that I've done. And I've had so much fun. And I want to thank you all viewers for noticing the 1960s TV show references that I do. And I've had really a lot of fun, dressing up for everything, getting the hair pieces. Hopefully I'll be able to use the braids again for something, maybe, Wednesday Addams, I don't know, we'll see. So thank you all for everything, for being there, and for, making living figuratively really, really fun. This has been a very bizarre, weird year, but living figuratively is one of the things that sort of kept me going and given me something to put on the calendar when everything else has gotten canceled out of the calendar. So, like Dorothy says, there's no place like home. Right now, there's no place like home, but next week we're going back on the road again, and as long as physical art shows happen, and as long as they'll let me go in there and do a little living figuratively there, I'm going to do it. Next week we're going on the road to Mayhall's in Lakewood, to the Mocha, which is, Mayhall's is a bowling alley and a restaurant with an art gallery upstairs. And the art gallery is called Mocha, which stands for Museum of Creative Human Art. And right now, Davon Brantley has an amazing figurative art show there. It is, I went to see it last week, or 2 weeks ago. It was spectacular, and we're going to go back there. And luckily, Davon will actually be joining us there, so he can tell us a little bit about it in his own words, and I can, ask interesting questions and everything like that too. And so hopefully it'll be fun for everybody. So next week, December 3rd, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're taking the show on the road, shopping the shows to Mayhall's Mocha in Lakewood for Davon Brantley's show. Same bat time, same bat channel, don't forget. And also, here's what I was gonna do. Oh, also, I want to be thankful for one more thing, because 2020 still a good year, and next year hopefully everything will be back to normal, the witch will be gone, and we will be able to go wherever we want to, but for Thanksgiving. But for this year, there's no place like home.